Yo, 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 yo.
How you people doing out there? Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello again, everybody.
Welcome back to another one.
Another one. Welcome to another episode of your boys RaGents. It's your boy Tristan on the mic. I'm here with the man as always.
Your boy Twan, of course.
Yeah, man. And yo, how you been this last week, man?
According to the last episode, I told everybody I'm probably like the only single nigga. Well, not the only single nigga, but I know a single guy out here with these relationship problems and just been giving motherfuckers the boot.
I know you're not the only one because motherfuckers be.
I don't think. Okay, ladies, I'm gonna drop this gym early.
Drop it. Hold on. Before you get to this, I've been good. Okay, work has been busy, but I've been good. I ain't got these problems, I keep mine in check. I'm joking. Don't call me. But just look.
Hey, this nigga better get a hella calls.
Oh, really? I ain't got
but
time
no.
Yeah,
when you approach me on the pretenses of being friends.
Mm-hmm.
And you put it that way, like we're just friends, you're a friend.
He's starting off right away. Come on.
Don't come with me sideways.
Oh shit! Somebody tried it.
Oh, I how was your day? Oh, me and this girl, we went out. We went to breakfast, or we went to go have Italian fiesta, or whatever the case may be. I went out with somebody, and you catch an attitude. Get out of my car. We friends, sweetheart. Get your ass out. If you wanted more than that, you should approach me.
Should have said something. Hey, I'm a huge fan of making your intentions clear from the
Let
start.
it be known, sure.
And that goes for both men and women.
Make it plain.
Yeah, I was literally. Yeah, I just got this young lady's number this past weekend, and she was just like, "I want to let you know that I'm actively dating."
Yes.
And I was like, "Cool, me too."
Approach me that way.
Yeah, that's the way I know where we are. There's understanding. We're both actively dating, and if
We can skip a few steps.
Yeah, and
I don't have to figure out whether you're trying to date or if I'm in the runners up or whatever the case may be. I know what it is off bat. Approach me that way.
Yeah, and if from there, if we decide that we want to move forward with something, then we both decide that together. But we're on the same wavelength, and that's pretty cool and pretty refreshing because it doesn't happen like that pretty often. I've met some chicks like that, particularly probably a lot more lately. But I've also been like making my intentions very clear up front for like the last year plus or so. Yeah. So I've just been like, yo, look, here's what I'm on. If I'm trying to date you, I'm trying to date you.
Hey, look,
I'm not trying to date you.
This is 2021. I don't care if it was 1990. Me, myself, and I will not judge you on your body count, what you're doing, how you approach. Like, oh, I'm just out here having fun. Okay, me too, sweetheart. I'm not for the. Oh, she a thought, she a hoe. Because I'm doing it. So that probably made me want to.
If you're out here having fun, just say that. Because I want to have fun. Like, I want to have fun.
Shit.
I'm with it. It's been weird. Like, I had to really.
Bro, I had to get that one out because they tried me. She tried.
I see you had that one on your chest.
She tried me.
Asked you what was going on with you when you came in. You was like, I've been saving for the show. I was like, oh shit.
She tried it. And I tried so hard not to accelerate while she was in front of the car. I tried it.
Hey man, you can't be doing that. I'm glad you didn't.
Boop boop boop. Speed bump. Boop boop boop.
For the record, these are jokes because the subject matter we're about to touch on.
Joking.
The subject matter we're about to touch on is going to be.
It's not a joke.
Touchy. Yeah, it has nothing to do with us. But
anybody who knows me know I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, we wouldn't be cool if we was about that life.
Hey,
but this is this subject matter we are about to touch on.
It's a serious one. It's
a very serious one.
Something that was brought up to me from a friend, and I feel like lately a lot of our episodes when we started out has been addressed starting out towards women, and in a lot of episodes we haven't jumped on guys. So I felt like this was something that needed to be brought up, and not just this topic specifically, but just talking about men in general, because I'm not gonna sit up here and act like our shit don't stink, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We be fucking up.
I give us some credit because we actually do check men quite a lot more often than often not. I mean, we just had the episode before last.
I understand that.
Some things, and
this one is.
I feel like I always had a
no, you definitely had.
Like
whenever we had the conversation, you definitely made time to address it. For a vice versa type situation, and then in this instance, also do shit like this, and you address that, and that I do commend you for that. But this episode here is addressed not solely, but first towards men, because it's just been happening so much, and it's been a topic on the news and in papers, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
It's in the light for about 5
Way
seconds.
Way too fast.
Gone,
sometimes it's gone, and I feel like it has something to do with it. Like, don't get me wrong, the news cycle moves through stories very quickly, but these stories shouldn't have been moved through that quickly. And what's crazy is that we were looking for one story, and we found so many other similar ones in the last year.
Just off the main keywords. Yeah. So many topics have. You know what? We ain't gonna keep up the suspense. Let's get into it. So, I have a friend. She, while searching for ideas for a topic for an episode, she brought it up to me about domestic violence, and I was like, okay, what made you, want to. What made you present that to me? This is somebody, that I guess she read it or seen it or whatever the case may be, but she brought it to me that a black man in Chicago had shot his girlfriend, I believe her mom and her uncle. I think that's what she told me. And it was because she was breaking up with him. Now, for me, as I'm thinking about this, it was like, nigga, what is your limitations of love? What, how far would love make you go?
And to that extent, right, is that actual love. The fact that if you, I don't think that's love. Like, you would never be able to want to harm someone.
I mean, okay.
If you love them that much, I can't ever see that happening.
Okay, from our standpoint, yeah, I'm with you on that. But we actually have laws that protect people in that situation. You know what I'm saying? You love this person so much, and you come in, you see them kissing or too hugged up, and you see.
But that's completely different. Those are called passion laws. That's if you come in and catch your sexual partner in like having sex or something like that.
Could that not be considered a passion law to a certain extent and degree?
So
you love this person that much where.
So here's why it's not protected, right?
Okay.
And I'm not a lawyer, so any lawyers who saying I'm explaining this wrong, please correct me. So the very specific difference is that if you walk in on them and in that moment you react and you do something that's like beyond the pale, murder, like harm somebody, assault, things like that. Okay. That's different because you reacted in that moment. Their argument is that in that moment that you weren't sane. Mm-hmm. Like you're basically pleading insanity for that moment because you weren't able to act calmly and collectively. Mm-hmm. If you catch someone and then you decide to leave and go get a weapon and then come back, that's premeditated murder. That's not a law of passion. You thought about this actively. That's the difference.
I can't say what happened. I was trying to find the topic and I couldn't find the subject, but I don't know if he left and came back or if he had, already, had they just started talking and he was already got too heated or what the case may be. But what I'm getting at is, as a man, I understand loves run deep when you love, you love. I can't tell you how you love and how hard you love. But for me, I know in my case, I done love hard while I had to let a person go.
Yeah.
It didn't make me want to harm this person or hurt this person, because hurting this person would probably hurt me. So it's just a simple fact of
that's actually how love works, right?
Yeah.
So that's
why I wouldn't
that's
want to
why
see
I'm
harm come to anyone that I truly and genuinely love. And okay, we basically just what I typed in was man shoots girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that pops up is a man fatally shoots a girlfriend while she was on the electronic monitor.
While he was on an electronic monitor, house arrest, basically.
Okay, yeah. Man arrested in Chicago after killing girlfriend and her family.
That's the one who killed his girlfriend, her mother, and her sister because his girlfriend did not agree to cook him breakfast
and braid
his hair. But here's the thing, like when we couldn't find the actual article that your friend was talking about, but when we Googled this, literally on the first page, there were so many.
Those topics were just within a year's span.
Yeah. I mean, so
from 2021 to 2020.
The one you just mentioned was in November 8th of 2020. That was last year.
Yeah.
This one that happened down in St. Louis, this one was reported on just this year, February 6th of 2021. A man killed his ex-girlfriend and her 2 kids before fleeing St. Louis.
Man kills a woman in Nordstrom store. Man shoots girlfriend in the head, then kills himself.
Yeah. This one was from, this looks like it is in California. 40-year-old man wanted for allegedly shooting his ex-girlfriend to death in front of their 3-year-old daughter, and then killed himself while being pursued by authorities. And there's so many other stories out there like that we literally just saw in the 5 minutes that it took us to just try to research this story and have some background on it before we dove into this topic. And what's crazy to me is I'm a huge proponent of acknowledging where there's smoke, there's fire, right? If you constantly hear something is constantly happening, there's some truth to it. When black people say, yo, the system is racist, cops kill us, if it's constantly happening and there's data to support it, they're not just blowing smoke up their ass. There's actual smoke. Yeah. There's a huge ass blaze. When when a celebrity is being accused, a woman is accused of a celebrity of rape or sexual assault or anything like that, and so many women keep coming with the same story, all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire. When black women keep telling us like, yo, we don't feel protected by our own black men because a lot of black men are killing us, and we don't feel defended and helped and looked out for. And when they do say something, Meg Thee Stallion, which we talked about quite a while ago.
Yeah, with Tory Lanez,
yeah, when they do say something, instead of actually actively making sure that they're taken care of and actively making sure they're okay, we made jokes about it. We made light about it. And don't get me wrong, black people have this amazing ability to make light of our pain and our trauma, but sometimes that shit is detrimental. It's needed, but also at the
it's
moment
not
you
needed
have to.
because,
because that's how we deal with our trauma.
Okay,
like when bad things happens, we make jokes about
and
it.
Okay, for me, I'm speaking on the sense of it's not needed because I know I do it. Like a lot of people, it's so many people in my life. They all. Hey, all you doing is smiling. You always in a good positive, but not knowing behind the screens. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through shit. I'm dealing with things, but that's just it's not me trying to just deal with it. It's just sometimes I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to approach it. This is new to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who to talk to. If I could talk to somebody. So where I'm coming from on this topic is. And this goes back throughout a lot of our episodes. We have to know ourselves. For within that 5 minutes, to type in just 3 simple words and to get so many topics. So many articles. Men and it is women out here doing this as well, but men, you are, as a man, I feel like I can't really date until I know me and I know what I want. Well, not even what I want, because what I want may not necessarily be what I need.
I feel you.
So to know me is to know the person that needs to be in my life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I have this type of problem, so I need somebody I need someone to be able to deal with this, but not tolerate it, in a sense, to better me as we progress.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a flaw, it's a problem that can hinder us from growing. So if she can handle that off the bat and help me through it, that's a woman that I need.
So can I challenge you on that point right there?
Okay.
Because I feel like sometimes men expect women to be their therapist instead of. So I'm just playing devil's advocate, to be fair. So
Go ahead.
But sometimes I honestly feel like we expect women to come in and like help us get our shit together instead of like finding help for our shit before we find them, right? So I guess my thing is, and part of this, as I've talked about on the show quite a few times, I've been doing a lot of introspective thinking of like rethinking my past relationships and women that I've talked to and things like that, and determining in my head from my point of view, you know what could I have done differently in order to make these things work. So don't get me wrong, some of those relationships failed were timing, had nothing to do with me, nothing necessarily bad happened, but at the same time, could I have done something different to make it work? That's just me trying to work on myself and make sure that the next person that I'm in an actual relationship is the last person I'm in an actual relationship. Because I only got one marriage in me. Like, I'm gonna be quite honest with you.
Yeah. I don't believe in divorce. I don't believe in separation. We married. I just don't.
I guess here's my thing. I'm not, I'm not a big fan of divorce either. But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna force anybody to stay that don't want to stay with me. I'm not gonna fight for anybody who obviously don't want me to fight for.
That's why you need
to
know.
Yeah. So like, I don't like. The goal is never divorce, right? If you get married, like nobody's goal is ever to get divorced. All I'm saying is, when I get married, I don't want to have to go there. Like I didn't. If
that's not. I don't want that to even be on the table.
Yeah, it shouldn't be on the table. That's why I also don't believe in prenups, because it's just like it's
like if you know this person and you know she truly loves you, then you need some.
Yeah, maybe stop dating gold diggers. Should be alright. So
that ain't even the fact that dating gold diggers is you just dated somebody who was fine. Oh, she a 10, but her insides is 0. That bitch is ugly on the inside. The devil himself.
It made her.
Exactly. Mold and clay.
Yeah. So I guess to that point, right?
Okay. Let me address that. You want to play the devil's advocate. So what I'm saying, I'm not saying to come and I'm not looking for you to come and fix me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there was an episode I talked about an ex. We are cool as hell. We can talk about anything.
Yeah.
When this woman approaches me, she approaches me literally on 100. Anything that she feels like, okay, this is something I feel like would hinder us in the future, she lets it be known. There's no sugarcoating. There's no, well, maybe he'll get better down the line and don't say nothing. No, she addresses it. To me, that's help.
Mm-hmm.
The fact of, therapeutic talking, and you ain't got to do all that, but just addressing it, letting me know, look, that ain't going to sit well with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's going to probably cause a problem for us in the future. Just bringing up the topic is help. The fact that you've been in relationships with a woman and you evaluated why it doesn't work, that's help. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a physical cry of, well, let's go over here in the corner and let's go hold hands and meditate. It doesn't have to be nothing to that extent. But the fact that it had you take a couple steps back and evaluate, well, I thought we were a good match. things were good, then all of a sudden it got rocky and it just stopped. That's another form of help because it had you go back, reevaluate yourself, and make things better for you as a person first before you go out and seek someone else.
Exactly.
So that is another form of help. That's all I mean. I don't necessarily mean, oh, come over here, let me talk to you, and then you come out with some solutions for me. No, I mean, actually trying to become a unit. At a certain point, you're gonna, because not all, okay, what's one problem for Kim may not be a problem for Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So putting all these things in a collective pot and everything, eventually you was like, okay, maybe I was just going through something at that time and I didn't want to talk, or maybe I just this and that. It allows you to be you 110% of the time. So therefore, you showing you right off back, eventually, look, I ain't for hash it. This is me up front. You like this or you don't.
So, and I guess that's my point, right? Like, here's my thing. I just want more men, specifically black men, because we're two black men right now.
Yes.
And I'm a lover of black women, like, personally. I love me.
I don't think if anybody that watch these episodes, they know. I'm for the black.
I ain't know nobody else.
They know I'm for the black. I love women.
Some sisters. So here's my.
God did his thing.
I guess here's my thing, right? Like black women are, most of them anyway, in the large majority, are so uplifting sometimes.
Yes.
And so caring and like down for us. It's like sometimes it's just like, yo, let's get our shit together before we even approach them. And like, it doesn't take much, in my opinion, to just like, well, go take your ass to therapy and talk about this shit with somebody. I know it's hard for like, specifically it's a stigma around it, but it's just like.
Not a man.
What?
It's not hard for a man.
Oh, it's hard as fuck for a man.
Not for a man.
Oh, a man
that's confident in, what am I looking for? A man that knows him and confident within himself, that's not hard.
See,
I had to go talk to a therapist. I'm confident and fine on saying that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did. It's
feel any
rare.
different.
Like, I feel like now it's becoming more popular and there's more of an understanding and people are talking about it a lot more now. But mental health is a huge thing.
Yeah,
we had a whole episode about it because we wanted to make sure that we constantly bring awareness to it. And honestly, I feel like all of these things, and I'm not giving them a pass because like
now you're gonna hit where I was going.
Yeah, all of these motherfuckers are fucked up. So I'm not giving them a pass, but it has to be something off in the head. Like, what made you want to go there? And like, if you supposedly love that woman that much, but you decided not just to kill her, but her family, in some cases her children, like, what are you talking about?
At this point, I'm feeling like you done tapped into some bottled up aggression, some shit that done been in, like, everything that's been in your life, you done finally just exploded and released. I can't see any reason for me to kill this woman that I'm sitting here saying that I passionately love, then let alone go shoot her mother, then her sister,
or worse,
or
y'all's kids.
Now,
like that says something that's
a whole nother
that's
topic,
something
man.
that's deeply.
Nah, I don't want to discuss that. That's
deeply.
That's gonna get me down.
Talk about that cool, but like that's something that's truly deeply wrong with you. So, like, I guess
that's a point that's going
to kind of capstone this conversation, I guess my thing is, at what point do we have to, like, at this point right now, and this is why I'm glad we're talking about this, because two black men need to have this conversation in hopes that it'll start conversations with other people. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with going to have yourself talked to. If you have these thoughts, these violent, these miserable, evil thoughts, because that's an evil ass thought.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a professional. If your family calls you in to have an intervention, it's also good that way because that's tough love. And then everybody is thinking everybody not thinking the same. They all thinking from a different point of view. Your mother ain't thinking about it the way your uncle thinking about it. Your uncle ain't thinking about it the way your sister or your cousin thinking about it. They coming from different aspects and they approaching and addressing your issue.
So they come in out of love, and I understand where you're coming from and that. But at the same time, there's a difference from having family talk to you and having actual professionals who are trained and who can recognize.
Yeah, because they're actually talk to you.
And sometimes listen, I love my family. I love them to death. But my family are some Bible.
110%.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Most of my family are Bible thumpers, and they could never understand some of the things that I've done or been through. So, to an extent.
Yeah, you don't think they'd have been through some of the things you've been through?
I'm not saying that they haven't, but it's a big difference, and I want to feel comfortable as well. So if when I've been dealing with things, I talk to a professional and things like that. And I'm actually I saw this thing earlier, that black men don't say I love you enough to their friends, or actually have these type of conversations.
I've made it.
I'm glad our friend group
to us.
Yeah,
men don't say I love you to men, and it's not gay.
Yeah.
Chill.
The only thing that is gay is when you do something that's gay.
You take it, I love you way too far. I don't love you like that, bro. I love you. Hit a little dap on the back. Yeah, one of those.
Of
course.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, I just really want more people just to go seek help and know that it's okay to.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that that's going to be the cure to all the problems.
No.
I think there needs to be a
major
investment in the socioeconomic and mental health of African Americans.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like that'll help because a lot of that is like an environmental teaching kind of thing, where some people we probably, once again, not giving anybody any excuses, and I don't know their backgrounds, but normally when people feel it's so okay to murder people and kill people and family members, they've seen it before in their life. So it's something they were taught to do. Like abusers are normally abused.
Yeah.
So
and I know this probably just a lot of people gonna be like, oh no, that's way off. It was a video and it was probably foreplay. I don't really know, but this was my first thought of seeing it. It was a video out it was on the IG, and his mother was in the car with her son, and the son was in the back seat, or he was in her lap. I think he was either in the back seat or in her lap, and he just started going in and beating her ass. I promise you. I can pull it up on Facebook, it'll take a minute though. So, my first thought, yeah, he probably seen his daddy whipping her ass. Cause Shorty was not holding back. He did the 180 on him. He took it back there and came around. He was really hitting her. And coming up in environments of abuse, statistically speaking, is how a child is gonna be when he comes up.
Yeah.
He or she. Let me fix that. He or she is that's just how they're gonna come up. Women are gonna be accepting to it, or they're gonna be abusive to a weak man. A man is gonna be abusing to any female, or allow a woman to abuse them if they've come up with a weak household. So, myself, as I explained in episodes before, I've been through some things, but for me, I've been blessed to have a strong personality and a strong heart. Anything that I've been through, I've used it for positive. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think you stated what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but we came up with a different phrase about Sunlight Bridge. But then it was like every obstacle was a brick to build this bridge to give me over everything. Mm-hmm. So that's how I choose to look at everything. So like you said, I don't know their background. Some of them may have mental health. Some of them just may be that typical hood dude that she was looking for. She thought she went off the block, off the corner. And she found that and found it was something totally different.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take her situation from her. She's still a victim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know what it is. Know your foundation. That's all I can go back to. When you going back to a Tyler Perry Player movie, when it was something that he said at a certain age. When a motherfucker approach you, you just be like, hell no, turn around with that bullshit. I ain't for that foolishness.
I remember that.
At a certain age, that's just what happens.
Yes. Well,
even for me, it's certain women that approach me. I'm nah, sure, that's not gonna work. Probably good for 1 or 2 fucks, and then I'm done.
Well, here's my thing though, and I'm gonna challenge the men real quick.
Okay.
Like, check your fucking egos, bro.
Yeah,
like we gotta check our egos.
These niggas be ass hurt.
Like, just from somebody rejecting you, you come up to some woman on the street who's guarantee you, if she's that fine, she's probably been heckled all fucking day, and all of a sudden, just because she tells you no, you're threatening her life, or you're trying to kill her or hurt her. These stories are too common. Check your goddamn ego, you weak-minded bitch.
I dated a woman. I dated. Actually, the same shorty. Like, me and her have been through so fucking much. She came home one time. She was like, "Yeah, I gave this dude my number," and I was like, "Okay, either you bold as shit or something happened." She's like, "No, I gave him my number because I felt threatened. His niggas really out here hitting on women for not giving them." I think
you've actually said that before.
I have. I mentioned that in an episode. So I was like, "Okay, cool. What do you want to do?" She's like, "I'm gonna change my number tomorrow." So I'm like, "Okay, cool. Whatever, next time you can't go to the store by yourself." I wouldn't feel comfortable with you going to the store by yourself, some dude trying you, you know what I'm saying? Or you give him no number and he call you instantly and want to talk to you and you just constantly ignoring him. You not wanting to give him that energy. Yeah,
you don't want to she don't want to be harassed and things like that.
You know what I'm saying? So from that point on, I never let her go to the store by herself.
You know, one of the things that I think women should start doing and legit
go get it
is like that conceal and carry a taser, some pepper spray.
I have 2 older sisters and a younger sister. My younger sister is like, okay, she's married and he like literally wants to be that caveman type of dude. You like, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. You're not gonna always be with her, bro.
Yeah.
She's not gonna always be around you. Even if you 5 minutes away, 5 minutes is a long time when your life is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
I influence any woman within I encourage anyone within my life to go get your concealed to carry.
Yep, go get your FOIA card, your concealed to carry.
I'm all about
the very small pistols that are very effective, that are easy to use.
Any man, he on some Captain Save a Hope. That is not a hope. That is someone that I love. That is whether it be a family member, a friend, whatever. Somebody I care about, you can call it whatever you want to. If they call me.
That's not even what the term Captain Save a Hope was like determined for.
But this is some
ill-minded
ass nigga.
I know, like that's what's the whole a few
he out here trying to save you bitches.
It's just like
if you that nigga that approach any woman that I love, I'm saving her and I'm blowing your ass clear the fuck off the face of the earth.
Yeah. You remember?
Try.
You remember when we were talking about like the hoteps and like the people, and I was just like, you sound like you beat women. Yeah. These are the men I'm talking about, and it's too many of them that's too comfortable, that's like are so weak in their mind that they can't take rejection or no, or don't know how to properly approach a woman in the street and then wonder why she's saying no, and then like it's just so many things. I have way too many female friends that have told me horror stories. And like
my family alone, like my mother's side, it's mostly women. Mm-hmm. But I'm just recently learning my father's side, and I'm talking about they outnumber the shit out of the men. So I went and got 3 more blocks. I ain't got time. Now I'm just fucking around. But going back on something you said, when we have to literally be here for our black women. And it's not just black women, it's women in general. But we as black men do not take up for our women.
That like they take up for us, that's for sure. And the ones that
I just seen these women hold some bum ass niggas down, like real talk, ain't shit ass niggas.
Those of us men that do it aren't loud enough doing so, and that's what needs to be seen and heard. If you're saying that there are black men out here protecting black women,
yeah,
cool. Let's see it. Let's actively promote that and support that. In everything we do, in our music, in our movies, everything, let's actually promote that shit. Because it's getting to a point now where...
Like, that was fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Literally, within 5 minutes.
Honestly, I feel like both our blood started blowing.
I'm over here about mad as shit, but I'm so mad because it's like I'm that close to being a relative of somebody in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it frustrates me because I've seen it since day one. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I've seen that shit. Mm-hmm. I've let it be known. Motherfucker, I was goddamn fire marshal. Your shit is not up to code. Run. Evacuate. Shut this bitch down. But no.
Well, man.
They claimed love. And you know,
yeah. Well, we've definitely, we've touched on this subject, but we're going to end this on a lighter note. Normally, we always give a word of encouragement or some word of advice when we do this. But for the month of March, we are shouting out...
we are empowering black women.
Yeah, we are shouting out empowering black women in our life that's been doing their shit. So this week...
I have a cousin of mine, Erica Kane. Who has been... within the past, not even 30 days, within the past 21 days or 14 days, she has dealt with 2 murders. Her children's fathers have both had incidents happen to them, fatal incidents, while taking on nursing school, while raising her 2 girls alone, while going out and making the money. And we see this so much, and that's what they supposed to do. We do it. Nah, it's different. As a woman, everything is emotional. They tap into their emotions. So for her to be going through these things and progressing, like pushing forward, bro. Yeah. I make sure I talk to her every day. If I can't call, it's a text. If I can't text, on FaceTime, Messenger, something. You know, to be dealing with so much negativity around, it's always so much light and positivity, like, just coming from her, bro. Yeah. So this week, I would like to shout out my cousin, Erica King. Kudos and so much love sent to you.
Kudos. Well, that's our time, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us this week.
Of course.
As always, please like, comment, subscribe.
I ain't get my pager yet, so y'all gotta wait on that.
Follow us on IG. That's at RaGents _pod. That's RAGENTS _POD on IG. Support black women, man. Support black women.
Empower and uplift our women.
All the
men seek help.
Yes.
Women, if you are in that situation, you seek help as well.
Yeah. Other than that, man, we out.
Peace.